we are a third of the way through of our first season with Oviedo. Obviously, in the last episode, we tried a slightly defensive version of a 4-3-3. We've scrapped that, gone to a 4-2-3-1, and form is starting to get good. Hello, welcome to part 3 of the Relegation Rescuer, and coming up in today's episode, we do have our next league games against Real San Sebastian and Atletico Madrid. Obviously, since the start of the season, obviously we had a pretty good start. We had a win against Elche and a loss against Atletico Pamplona. Since then, we played a lot of games, primarily most of them losses, but we have picked up a few wins. Those being a 2-1 win over Alaves, a 2-0 win over Mallorca, and then we go 3 games unbeaten. We pick up a 2-0 win against Getafe, a 1-1 draw against Girona, and a 0-0 draw against Atletico Bilbao. Yes, we lost against Barcelona and Real Madrid, but Barcelona only beat us 1-0. We only lost 3-1 to Real Madrid. Levante, a bigger scoreline, that was a 4-0 defeat. Then October was a pretty horrific month, albeit it was bad defeats. They were still pretty tight. We did get dumped out of the Spanish Cup first round by a little known Spanish Federation side, which I don't know what tier that is. I'm going to presume it's the 4th tier. If that is, that's just ridiculous. But we don't really need that. I don't know what the board anticipated from that. Be competitive, and that's exactly what we've done. The league table does currently look like this. We are in 11th, which we are mid-table, only on 14 points. Valencia, who occupy the third relegation spot, only on 10, so only 4 points above the relegation zones, but we are in a really good area. If we can stay like this for the rest of the season, obviously, whilst carry on winning games, I mean, I don't think we're going to get any wins today, but it would be nice. So, as you can see, we have done a slight tactical change. It's all the same, but we've just gone to a attacking midfielder instead of a central midfielder. So, this is the lineup. It is Escando in goal, a back four of Vidal, by Carmo and Alassane. We've got Sibo and Colombato in the defensive midfield area. And we've got Hassan on the right, Cazorla in the middle, who's playing a lot of games. He's actually wanted by Toronto. That's ridiculous. I mean, how long has he's got? Well, obviously, he's got 1 year. I'm anticipating him going to be retiring at the end of the season. I'm very much. I don't think we're going to see another season of Santi Cazorla. We might try and persuade him to be a coach. So we've got Fernandez on the left hand side. Then up front we've got Flores. So hopefully, let's try and get a decent result. I'm not anticipating a win. As much as I want to beat San Sebastian, actually a win, this is probably our easiest game of the episode, because San Sebastian are actually just below us in the table. So a win might be possible, but I take a draw. I just don't want to lose this game, because obviously only 4 points above the relegation zone, and obviously if other results don't go our way, we could potentially be just 1 point in front of the relegation zone, which wouldn't be the best thing. But obviously we are starting the match on a cautious mentality, which is what we tend to do. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does let the opposition just come in and attack us absolutely relentlessly, and then obviously most often than not we do tend to switch to a balanced mentality. Only if we go 1-0 down. If we go 1-0 up, we'll just stay on a cautious mentality. But we'll see what happens. See how this first half goes. But let's just pray and hope we get the first goal of the game. That would be nice. If we could get a couple goals in this first half, that would be absolutely a beautiful start to the game. But I don't really anticipate that. But if that can happen, that would be absolutely fantastic. But we are halfway through the first half. It's been relatively simple, nothing really major to worry about. Real San Sebastian they've not really been that threatening, but hopefully we can get a goal here through Colombato. Has got the ball down the left-hand side. Now Alassane, winning, cross it in. He's been superb down that left-hand side this season, albeit hasn't played many games, but yeah, he is breaking into the first team. I don't know if he's had like a slight injury at the start of the season, but for whatever reason, He's just been on our bench every game. But both of our left backs, that's Adesanya and I forget what the other guy's called. What's his name? He scored a really good goal in the last episode. The last episode. Not Venus. David Costa. Well, I don't know the other guy's left back's name, but we will find out later on in the episode. But they've basically been very much rotational at left back. It's not really been a nailed on starter, but at the moment, Adesanya was wanted by a few clubs in the latter stages of the transfer window, but we've managed to keep hold of him mainly because he is one of our own, not one of our own, but he's one of our own players. He hasn't come through. I don't think we've got any actually players that have come through the youth system. Which, if we ever qualify for Europe, that's something that we might have to look to do, because I don't think there's any. We don't really have many Spanish players in the squad, which again, it's quite something to have. You need Spanish players in the squad if we want to qualify for Europe of some flavour. But we are closing in on half-time, goalless at the moment. Stats are fairly even, so I think if this match is going to end like this, the way the stats are going, it's probably going to end in a goalless 0-0 draw, or maybe a late smash and grab. That would be absolutely lovely if that could happen, but I don't think it will. Gomez has got the ball under Scandal, a relatively easy catch. Obviously, there was a guy just behind him, so thankful he did make the relatively simple save. And now we look to try and build up some form of attack with Santi Cazorla. Has got the ball, holds up the ball well, and Forrest. Oh, I thought that was going to be a goal, but we do get awarded the corner kick. But unfortunately, we don't quite get to see it. I think we'll give it probably about 5 more minutes, and we will make our first couple of changes. I'm not sure who's going to come off. The wingers are certainly looking a little bit tired, so I think we'll get off Fernandez for, let's get on Illich, and I think Vidal's tiring as well, so I think we'll get on Lucas, and I think that'll be the only changes we shall do for now. With 30 minutes left to go, Hassan, is that an M or an N? That's just weird. It says Hassan there, and when you come to click on it, there, it says Hassan. What's your name, Hassan or Hassan? Is it M or an N? Really don't know. Oya Bazal has got the ball. I hate trying to say that name. Cazorla. Now we look to go on the attack. Come on. They've hit the crossbar. Now we look to go on the counter-attack. That would be absolutely amazing if we had scored from that opportunity. Odriozola has got the ball now to well done, Adesanya. That's got to be a red. He's got to go. Yeah, straight red. No doubt about that. He completely wiped him out. Wasn't getting anywhere near the ball. I think with them being down to 10 men, I'd be inclined to switch their balanced mentality. But we are going to make a few more changes. First, Hassan is going to make way for... Let's get on... We'll get on Shearer. I don't really know what his best role is. His best role is in the middle. What's Rainer's best role? Centre mid. Yeah, I think he probably goes in January, should we get any bits for him. I think that'll be the only changes we shall do for now. Just chair on to come on to the right wing. We've got 20 minutes left to go. Chera has got the ball. That's... What the hell is that? But it does find Adesanya. I concur if we score a goal. If we don't score a goal from this, that's just a really bad... It wasn't a bad pass, so it's just a little bit confusing, I think, if from where that was going. Conor Barto has got the ball now to Sebo. Finds the top right corner. What a goal that is. We are leading 1-0 against Real San Sebastian. What a win this would be. This win would take us up to 17 points. Very close to halfway to 40, because obviously 40 points should realistically in this league, obviously only being 38 teams, should be a definite near enough safety. Possibly. That remains to be seen, depending on should we get there. But I reckon if we can win like games like this, whether it's 1-2-0 wins, as long as we pick up a point and don't lose many matches, and that was close. Adesanya gets the ball out to Hillich, and hopefully we now look to go on and try and grab a second goal. A second goal would probably wrap up the game, but obviously San Sebastian having 10 men, I don't see them making their way back into the game because all is going to make way for, we'll get on to Sharia because he could, again, he's another player, probably will end up going in January. So I think Ajaria and Reina probably both go because they don't really fit into the team at the moment. Then I think we'll also get off Sibo for Den Donka. I think that is all the changes we can make. I don't think we have any left. We don't. So if we get any other injuries, not that we. I think this season we've actually been quite nice with injuries. We haven't really had too many to deal with, or at least not any serious injuries. We've had like 1 to 2 day injuries, but nothing major to prevent any problems within the squad. But we've done it, a 1-0 win against San Sebastian. What a win that is. I wasn't anticipating a 1-0 win, but obviously that red card probably got us the 3 points in that game, but I'm pleased with that. I mean, Sibo, what a goal. He's been absolutely super. Everyone in the squad has been absolutely superb. So let's see. Let's see if we can make this 5 games unbeaten and hopefully get the win or a point against Atletico Madrid. The lineup for our match against Atletico Madrid, I think, is actually an unchanged team, and I can't really change much from this team because it's very much our full strength team, which is getting better and better each week and each training session. But yeah, that's very much a full strength starting 11. Javi Lopez does return onto the bench because he's on loan from San Sebastian. That's why he couldn't feature in the last game. And I was hoping, I don't know if we have like we don't have a loan option to buy him, but he's got a 6-year contract with San Sebastian. I don't think we're buying him anytime soon. But I don't know how much he costs. So I don't know how much many of these loan players cost. We have actually been given some budget to work with in January. The board have been kindly giving us 15 million at the bare minimum. 15 million transfer budget to spend in January. We don't know what we're going to spend it on because we haven't really sold any players. I feel like the area that does need improving is probably the attacking midfield role because maybe a backup right winger to have to provide some competition with Hassan because we've don't really have a right winger. I mean, yeah, it's 1-0 to Atletico Madrid, but that's to be expected. There's 20 seconds into the game. We are on a defense. I don't think a defensive mentality is really the way to go about things. We'll just move on to a cautious mentality, but then we'll go from there. Then, if we need to in the second half, we'll just go on to a balanced mentality if things get really worse. But we'll keep on cautious for now. But hopefully, we can try and grab an equalising goal. Ideally, before half time, before Atletico Madrid grab a second goal. If Madrid can get a few red cards along the way, that would be good. Alessandro, who is wanted, he's a wanted man. He's wanted by Man United, so he must be a decent player. My good God. Santiago Colabato take an absolute bow because that was an absolute rocket right into the top right corner, and that is the equaliser. I wasn't anticipating to get the equaliser so early on in the game, but that was just absolutely wonderful. Where's he come from? Santiago. Where did he come from? He's on loan from. Seriously? His 3rd season on loan? That can't be right. Is that right? Sure. No, that's not his 3rd season on loan, is it? If so, that is just absolutely ridiculous. We've got to make him permanent at the end of this season because he's been living in Real Oviedo for long enough to make him a. I've never seen that before. I know in real life, Exeter City had Joe Whitworth on loan twice in a season, 2 seasons in a row, but this is Colin Bartow's 3rd season with Oviedo on loan. That, quite frankly, that is just ridiculous. Why? Somebody explain to me. I just don't understand how that's a thing. It's not illegal, but it feels like it should be. No person should be able to join the same old club on loan 3 times. But I mean, that's just ridiculous. It's absolutely, it's laughable. But he's one of our players, which is a good thing because he's a great player. But I want to buy him, but I just don't know how much he's going to cost. Colabato tries to play the ball to Alasani, despite the fact we've only had one shot. One, obviously, that shot happening to be a goal. I don't think we've done too badly against Atletico Madrid, albeit they really haven't done much as well. Yes, they've had 7 shots through on target. Apart from their first goal, they haven't created any more really threatening chances or highlight worthy chances, because I think the first half was relatively simple. But if we can somehow hold on to the 1-1 draw, that would be absolutely amazing, considering the fact we don't deserve to still be in this match at the moment, because I thought it'd be at least 3 or 4-1 by now. Are they just throwing the ball out for a goal kick? What is wrong with them? What is actually wrong with Madrid? Hassan is not at the best game, so he is gonna come off. We'll get on Chera. Yeah, not the best right winger. And I think we'll also get off Cazorla for Ovi Ajaria. I think that'll be the only changes we shall do for now. With 20 minutes left to go, anything is possible. Whether we hold on to the 1-1 draw or we somehow nick a late winning goal, which definitely isn't out for question. We can definitely do it, but Atletico Madrid are on the attack here, like they've been for most of the game. And Vidal back to Bailly. Shearer, this is looking very good for us. Has got the ball down to Shearer. Now we look to go on the attack. Recibo has got the ball down the right side. He's got players to aim for in the middle. Shearer has got the ball. Oh my God, we're 2-1 up. Alex Torres with the second goal of the game, and we are 2-1 up against Atletico Madrid. What am I watching? What's this? An early sign for us to say we're in European qualification fights? I don't know. It's probably too early to say, but we could be, because obviously if we do somehow hold on to the win, oh no, it's that guy. It's that guy against England. Gianluca, what's his name? Gianluca Giuliano Simeone. I knew he was a bit of a waddy in real life. I didn't know he's such a waddy on this game as well. He's just an absolute tosser. He really is. Fernandez is going to make way for Illich. And I think final change will be Colin Barter, who's been absolutely superb. Francesca's going to come on with 10 minutes left to go. The 3 points are coming back to Oviedo as it stands. I mean, that's just ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. It really is. Because I'd never in my mind would I think we beat Atletico Madrid. I mean, look at the stats. Looking at the stats, I wouldn't want to be in the Atletico Madrid changing room at full time unless they get a draw here. And David Hanko has put the ball into the back of it. It's what seemingly will feel like the last highlight of the game, but we've got 90 seconds left to go. Are we going to get something late from this game? We don't, but it does end in a 2-2 draw. Albeit we should have won that game, because I think we should have, but I take a draw against Atletico Madrid. I really will, but I'll tell you what, Simeone, oh, he's a dirty player. I'm never signing him because I hate the man. I hate him for Argentina. I hate him for Madrid. His dad's just as bad. He got David Beckham sent off, unless I'm mistaken. Is he still there? He's still there. I mean, is there a slight hint of favouritism? Possibly. Who's he wanted by? Chelsea and Man United. He's only 22. My good God, I thought he was only 30. But yeah, enough of that. Obviously, we do have January transfer window shenanigans coming up very soon. Chances of us signing anyone relatively slim, but we might have 1 or 2 signings. Probably bare minimum of 1, probably maximum of 1. I think that's probably all we'll end up doing. So I think we'll probably play a few more games. We'll probably come back end of the transfer window, probably end of February for probably the most toughest games of the season against Barcelona and Real Madrid. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for lots more Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.